Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. These are your April readings. This April of 2022, I will be doing the Twin Flame Soulmate readings for each individual sign. I think that love is a very important matter right now, and so that's why we'll be looking into the normal Wednesday reading, the Twin Flame Soulmate Sacred Union Important Relationship. Doesn't have to be someone that you already know. It could be someone that's going to come into your life, right? Could be in the month of April. Timing is very difficult to pinpoint, but anyway, whenever you get to view this message, it will be important for you. Okay, on the 1st of April, which is a new moon in Aries, we are launching a new website, my dear friends. So why do we have a new website? It's like an upgrade. We've added, hello Agape, we've added more readings, more astrology-based readings, more options, and we also had some issues with the extended readings where people were not automatically getting their purchase. So that is another reason why we have set up, done a brand new website. I will be putting the link beneath the video so that you can visit the new website and check out the readings that are on offer. And I have been mentioning also that the personal readings will soon go on hold for a few months until I'm ready to start over again, as I'm needing to have a bit of a life maybe, and also catch up on things that I've got to do. So I will leave the that opening for personal readings for those that are on Patreon, because they do support Divine Debut, and I feel an obligation to be there for them. Those of you that have not joined us on Patreon, do consider it, as we still give 3 lucky winners a free tarot reading every month. So it's worth being on Patreon, and thank you for those that are already on Patreon. Okay, so also if you could check that you're receiving your notifications, because a lot of people have told me that they haven't been receiving the notifications. So maybe, I don't know, make sure that you're notified, maybe unsubscribe and subscribe again. Okay, that should fix the problem. If not, just punch in, on the keyboard. Check us out. Do a search for Divine Debut 11. Okay, for these readings, of course, we'll be extending these readings, as you know that love readings, we do go very deep. So we'll be using quite a few cards. Don't forget to watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, and your North Node, if you feel so called to do. Of course, Venus is love, moon is your emotions, so the moon does relate to matters of love as well. Mars is more the masculine energy, and remember, we're all made up of yin and yang. Some of you divine feminines do have more masculine energy if you're a fire sign or an air sign, and of course it depends on your own personal natal chart, your personal identity, or what you've signed up for in this incarnation. For those of you that do not have your birth chart, you can always go to astro.com and fill in the form there, and you will have your birth chart, and you can keep it for your reference. If you have trouble doing that, you can always reach out to me and I can run your chart for you. Okay, through my email, so divinedebut11@gmail.com. It is for free. All right, my darlings, so we're starting off with Aries, and happy birthday, dear Aries, but also happy birthday to Taurus. Okay, as the month of April being spring in the northern hemisphere and fall and autumn in the southern hemisphere, it's a change of energies, it's a shift, right? It's like stepping into that new journey, just like the Fool does. And yeah, I think that's all I have pertaining to the announcements. I will be referencing some astrology. Stay with me until the end. I'll be talking about a little bit of the astrology, so where the important changes are happening, where there's more focal, there's more of a focus in which areas of your life individually, right, for each of the signs. And thank you for your support, those of you that will be supporting Divine Debut either through Patreon or through the extended readings. And as I said, there are more readings on offer on our new website. But as I said, I don't know exactly when it is that I'll be putting them on hold. More than likely sometime in May. All right, so get your orders in because, as I said, I don't know when I will be back with personal readings, okay? Thank you so much for listening. Let's now go on to the readings. Hello, dear Leo, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your April Twin Flame Soulmate reading. I hope that you are all doing well. April is an eclipse month. We've got 2 new moons at the start and at the end of April, which is also, that's an eclipse, solar eclipse. We are looking at a very similar reading to the Wednesday Twin Flame Soulmate Sacred Union connections, and also I will be extending these readings. You can get the link beneath the video if this is your story. So dear Spirit, what's going on for Leo? I hope that, dear Leo, you've watched the introduction. There's a lot of announcements there that are important. Okay, dear Spirit, Leo, fixed fire. What's going on in love in this important union? Whether it's someone that you know or it's someone that you are expecting, someone maybe you've dreamed of, someone you felt in your subconscious that a very important relationship is ahead of you. It will be different for each of you. So dear Spirit, Leo, okay, in the now, okay, we've got the Queen of Swords. So a bit of tough love here. Libra, you could be dealing with a Libra. Now remember, we look at you on this side, the other person is on the other side, but you can switch the reading if the message resonates with you. So Queen of Swords, someone being very truthful, someone maybe having gone through a breakup or a divorce. Where are you coming from? From an ending. Okay, Scorpio, another fixed sign. It's a fixed water sign, and with the nodes transiting through fixed signs of Taurus, North Node, and Scorpio, South Node. Some of you are dealing with karmic purge in relation to how to move forward, so your ideals. Also, in the extended, I will be talking astrologically, so I could tell you where, which areas of life are important for you, of course. You can stay with us or join us on the extended for that. So some of you maybe are cutting someone out. Could be a Scorpio, Libra, Casper. The death card is Scorpio, so you've been pressured, cornered into some sort of an ending. The death card, of course, does speak to also a very strong sexual connection. Maybe also hidden, deep, transformative. But we see that there's been an ending in the past. So let's see what else is going, where are you coming from, you know, in the past. So Justice. Let's take one more. So Libra is very prominent here. We've got Taurus here, Taurus, Scorpio. So you are going through, obviously, fated endings, maybe coming out of a divorce or a separation. Could have been a marriage. Okay. Could have been a marriage. Now, maybe a marriage has ended because of it could be a third party, a secretive third party relationship. Remember, Justice is like a portal that's opened. It's where you feel balanced or not. Obviously, here there was an imbalance, maybe also due to a third person. Possibly the Hierophant holds two keys, right? And two keys speak to choices, but also maybe also through this, through love, your beliefs have been going through some sort of a metamorphosis. Let's see who you were in this connection. So what you brought to the table. So you were the King of Cups. Scorpio again. Interesting. Maybe you put an end. I don't know if you're dealing with someone that did the dirty on you, but or maybe it's just that you sacrificed everything, and there's also a possibility that there were emotional imbalances as well. The King of Cups we know is usually very sacrificing, but here we've got a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups. So generally speaking, one person was more detached, the other person was more open to love. So that would be you more than likely. Let's look at the other person. Okay, interesting. So I'm just wondering whether this was a very strong love connection, but there was a Queen of Swords, maybe a third person. Someone was in another commitment or in another marriage, which they could be leaving for this divine union, because I do see that you both feel very strongly about this connection. And I'm going to say the other person maybe was a little bit more balanced. And that's, of course, it will not resonate with all of you, because the Two of Cups we know is more of a equal, but you know, it's like being in equal giving and receiving. They feel as though you were their soulmate. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you saw them as your soulmate, but I see you sitting on the water. That's why I'm saying that this side, there's a bit more of an imbalance, possibly. Let's look at more for you. So, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you were someone that was just looking very much at the details, being quite discriminative. Leo, you may be on the cusp with Virgo. That's the Virgo card. Knight of Pentacles is someone that wants maybe something long term. Maybe you also help them financially. I mean, we see you offering this pentacle, financial help from you to them. Let's look at them. We've got the Seven of Cups, so there's confusion on their side, maybe also a little bit of deception. This could also be someone that after this ending maybe was going out, maybe they had many choices, maybe trying to drink themselves silly, trying to zonk out, you know, tune out of the pain. The Seven of Cups is the Piscean energy, where we know Pisces is escapism through drugs, through alcohol, through binging, whatever it is that sort of tried to help them relieve the pain. Because we also see Nine of Cups. Maybe they felt that you were their wish fulfillment as well. 9 cups, and we've got the 10th cup on this side. So they feel as though you were a big part of their life. Let's take another card. 7 of Swords. Seven of Swords. So there has been stealth, sneakiness, theft. Maybe also a strategic movement, because we've got Virgo and we've got Seven of Swords. So a lot of strategy here on your side. But also maybe you have not been communicating that it's been very rough for you, and I don't know, I feel like there's some sort of loss here, some sort of loss and cheating, money owed. It looks as though you're trying to read between the lines, trying to figure things out here. It's interesting that we've got a couple of sevens on both sides. The other person, yeah, they're heartbroken. And I don't know if it's them that are coming out of divorce. Let's have a look at that Queen of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is also a wish fulfillment. So I don't know if the other person was in another relationship and they wanted to get free, but they've needed to break someone else's heart, which is the Queen of Swords. We know the Queen of Swords, Libra. Libran people cannot do without relationships, but they also need equal giving and receiving. Sevens are conflict, right? Emotional conflict on the other person's side. Let's see what the possible outcome could be. In the now position, we've got the Nine of Cups, right, which is a wish card. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So it's like taking a couple of steps back. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here. You've gone back to the Page of Pentacles, like you're hoping to go back to the drawing board and have a second chance. Maybe also planning for the future. I mean, pages are messengers, right? Let's take another one. We've got Temperance. Temperance, which speaks to divine timing, but Temperance also speaks to healing, doesn't it? Needing to be patient that someone is possibly starting something new. So having a new beginning in their life, something, where they've been grounded. And I would say that would be more on your side. So I don't know if, remember what I said, Seven of Swords is strategy, and looks as though you're working very hard at going through a difficult turn in your life, but you're hoping to get to the top of that mountain. So you're strategizing, planning, just being very much about, this is your perception that you've got your work cut out for you. And we've got the 7 and the 3, which is the 10 of Swords. So it's like opening up a brand new chapter. What's at the foundation? We've got the 2 of Wands. So someone's made a choice. Portal opens. As long as a choice is made, there's many possibilities here. And with the Temperance, which can speak to long distance or, keeping the faith, that Archangel Michael's spirit here will guide you into balance and into healing. Just trying to find your footing here. We see she's got, the angel here has got one foot in the water and one on the earth, on the land, which speaks to not, trying to find balance between your emotions and your stability. So we've got, 2 balance cards here where there have been imbalances and conflict. And I don't know if you're also dealing with someone that could be from a different area of the world, could hold other beliefs. Remember, the Hierophant does speak to faith. It speaks to conservatism, marriage, but it also speaks to changes and faded events, as the North Node is facing Taurus. So remember, Uranus is in Taurus, squaring you. You're needing to make the faded changes that are necessary for you because you're uncomfortable right now. You're turning a difficult corner in your life, and you will be for the rest of the year, dear Leo. But it's a process, it's like you're coming through, you're going through a death process, and you're transforming your life on many levels. We've got the Knight of Cups here. We've got the King of Cups here. So in the past, someone that was not certain that they could move forward with this connection, right? Knight of Cups again, Scorpio, so going deep. Maybe also someone fearing, sharing their psyche, their true emotions. Scorpio is very fear-based. fear of intimacy, whereas Leo is more out there and more about the sun, right? Pluto, which rules Scorpio, and the sun, which rules Leo. This coming together can be a very powerful transformation. So healing the depths of Pluto, healing the depths of our psyche. So I don't know if you are someone that's very healing and someone that, does them a lot of good, because I see that they felt that this was a very important connection. There's the King of Swords, King and Queen of Swords. So obviously, some of you may be coming out of another relationship, maybe leaving an air sign, could be the case if there is a third person. But we know King of Swords, which is my Aquarius card. There's that fourth fixed sign, which is also opposite you. So it's the people that you are dealing with, maybe speaking to you in a very harsh manner, speaking very truthfully, maybe not speaking the truth for others of you. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. In the month of April, dear Leo. Now we are going to have a full moon mid-month of April in a Libra. So that'll be interesting. Some of you may have ended up from a divorce, or this is where you are saying that's it. I've met my other half, my soulmate. I'm not in the right relationship, marriage, commitment. So I'm going to do what it takes. I mean, the Two of Wands as the general energy does speak to choices, doesn't it? So we'll see. Leo. Remember that justice is karma. It's a very karmic card as well. We've got the High Priestess, which is usually a third person. It's also a very strong spiritual connection. As I always say, with the High Priestess, it shows her many times holding a key. And yes, she does have a key that is right there. It's like it's like a bangle that she's wearing a key. So she's got the solution, the ability to find a resolution, right? The key is revelations. Remember, the Hierophant holds two keys. We've got a strong spiritual connection here, obviously. This is Virgo as well as Pisces. So we did have a full moon in Virgo just recently. And of course, full moons are endings. Remember, Virgo is practical. Opposite Virgo is Pisces, which could be secrecy, secret love affairs, blockages, karma, and endings. Again, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Let's see with the Lover's Path Tarot, dear Spirit, for Leo, particularly in love. More clarity, please, for Leo. And as I say always, you can watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars, and your North Node if you are familiar with those placements in your own personal birth chart. And remember, the High Priestess is, she's usually shown with a new moon. And the new moon in Aries is very powerful. Interesting. And that's on the 1st of the month, which is, you're probably receiving your reading right on that new moon. That new moon is on Chiron. So Chiron is the glyph in astrology, shows up as a key. So there is a resolution that you're finding a way to unblock yourself, to move forward, to let go of any form of bondage, right? Feeling trapped. Remember, a key is the ability to open that door to relieve or to release yourself, to find your freedom in whatever that means for you. So we've got the Prince of Cups here. We did have the Knight of Cups, remember. And we've got a new moon in the illustration of the Knight. The Knight of Cups here. Again, Scorpio is very strong. We've got the Ten of Cups, my dear friends, which says that there's an offer coming in which is going to give you a lot of bliss and happiness. But also the tens speak to endings to me. So maybe a very important soulmate, twin flame has entered your life, and you could be coming out of another long-term commitment. Or if this is not the case for you, I mean, we've also got the Nine of Cups here. So right now you're at the 9. There's some sort of an ending to a chapter for you. You're going to have to be a little bit patient, right? Which is not your forte. We know that. You are a fire. But something is being... There is a promise here with the Page of Pentacles. This could be a positive message that you have been waiting on for something long term. We've got the Three of Coins here. Now this could be something around work, but the Three of Coins also we know it is a card of manifestation, expansion, growth, but it's an initial stage where you need to do things carefully. So put the effort in, fine tune, let's say, or that someone is recognizing your ability or who you are for that matter, right? Three of Coins can also speak to a love triangle. Remember, we've got another 3 here. Let's see what is at the bottom. And we've got the King of Cups. My goodness. Oh, wow. Mark. The card says Mark. So I don't know if this is the name of the person that you're connecting to. I'd love to hear about that if that is the case for you. Please note I'll be taking some angel answers in the extended reading and my handwritten love cards. I'm going to look now into the Moonology to see where you are emotionally in the month of April and take a few Lenormand. In the extended, we'll be taking some Sibyllas as well, which a lot of you love. So stay with us. We've got some very powerful and beneficial energies happening towards the end of April. So we've got confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So this could be happening, a new beginning, right? Around your birthday, dear Leo. So confidence is necessary here. And this, of course, this is your reading, obviously. So it's mainly directed to you. Now, on another level, we know that the King of Cups, which could be Scorpio, there is a lot of power, but I feel Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio is the quiet achiever, but also someone that's just very secretive. So, you know, Scorpio, I feel, you know, it's black or white. There's no grays there. So they're either very confident, very powerful, but they could also be on the other end of the spectrum where they fear heartbreak, they fear opening up. Let's take another card and see a bit more clarity. Thank you. And it speaks to the key. Confidence is your key. A time for healing, balsamic moon. That's really interesting. A time of healing. So obviously here something is coming to a culmination. So a balsamic moon is it's just before a new moon. So remember that Temperance also speaks to healing. So there is a possibility like for a new beginning just around the corner, which we've got new moon in Leo here. So let's see what else we've got. And we've got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Wow. Okay, so this is just before your new moon in Leo. So a full moon in Capricorn, my dear friends, right, that will be happening on July 13. And then straight after that, July 28th, is the new moon in Leo. So mark those dates on your calendar. That's obviously something important that you need to know. So the end of a tough cycle approaches, and you could be closing up the door with someone who is a Capricorn and Aquarius, which I spoke of. Maybe you are ending with an Aquarius. I also spoke of Libra. I don't know. It will be different for each of you, but Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius, so it will be, of course, different for each of you. So, yeah. So a full moon in Capricorn. Let's say the balsamic moon. I should say the full moon, then the balsamic moon, right? And then getting ready for that new moon. So a new beginning. But you need to be very confident. Okay, let's take a few. Let's take a few Lenormand here and see what's going on. What's sitting beneath this King of Cups? Oh my God, the Ace of Cups. Wow, I think that there's similarities with the reading for Cancer, if I'm not mistaken. So you may resonate with a Cancer reading, dear Leo. We've got the Six of Wands here as well, which is someone that's very powerful. That's your card. Maybe you felt very successful. Maybe there was a little bit of ego between the two of you. Six of Wands does also speak to someone that's very confident, well-known. I don't know if you are someone that's just very confident, but you've been humbled and obviously having gone through a difficult turn in your love life. Let's see what's going on. Possibly. I want to look at this Three of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got 5 cards. We've got the Tower, which is blockages, limitations, and timing. Also matters to do with litigation, and it's a card of solitude. But you're hoping for transition, change, a move, maybe possibly moving to a new home and you're starting a new cycle, right? Pisces, we've got the Fish, which can speak to abundance, but also Pisces, remember, speaks to keeping the faith. You're feeling as though this move is going to give you more abundance, even though you may not have all the clarity moving forward. We've got the card of the Garden, which is happiness, and this does speak to a divine feminine. So I don't know if you are a divine feminine or you're just thinking that maybe you're hoping that the person you are dealing with could take action. And I don't know if you're hoping for a meeting in a public place, something that you've been wishing, dreaming of with your divine feminine. Some of you may also, could be the other person that is fearing that you may also be, I get a sense of deception and a lack of clarity here. So maybe trust issues from the other person. And I'm going to say also that I get this message that the other person maybe there was promise from you to the other person that if you were in another relationship that you were going to move, that you were going to separate. This was the promise. Maybe it hasn't happened in time. Maybe they feel as though there's been deception or a lack of confusion here. That's what I'm getting from the other person. So again, I'm going to say it could be your energy here. You can take it as it resonates for you. Let's take some signs and symbols with my deck of signs and symbols for Leo, dear Spirit. What do we need to know? What's going on with Leo and their love life in the month of April, or whenever they get to you this message? I guess that would be important. What does Leo need to know for the month of April? So this is concerning on the darker side. A female, could be a younger, could be an older. I don't know if this is you or the other person you're dealing with. We've got Neptune and Uranus. Both are very, very spiritual. They're outer planets as well, so they're very powerful. Neptune is connecting with Jupiter and Venus in the month of April. So this could be very magical or very confusing, where the optimism, maybe there's too much optimism, or there's just too much confusion, which Jupiter may also clear for you. Now, Uranus can also is transiting through Taurus. So if you are dealing with, remember that the sign of Taurus is squaring you as well. So if you are dealing with someone who's got strong Taurus, we've got Taurus Scorpio here, these could be radical changes, like tower moments that you do not expect, which could bring magic in as well. Or this is something very dreamy being cleared and you're seeing the truth. And we've got abundance. Here's the sun again. So the Leo energy, obviously, which does speak to true love. It speaks to also a sense of identity, personal confidence, right? It speaks to risk-taking, and it can speak to a little bit of ego. Now, because the sun is here in the reverse, we know the sun is always, it's always a lot of confidence. Maybe there's a bit of a lack of confidence here, but also we've got the money here. Show me the money. So I don't want something that is not clear. I need something physical, tangible. But of course, this whatever's going on here that I was just explaining could be right on the money, I'm going to say, but it can also help you feel abundant, confident, or dealing with someone that is very comfortable financially. Well, we do have a bit of a disappointment here, as the heart, the red heart, is in the reverse. We've got the black heart, so there is a disappointment very similar to that Three of Swords here. But we've got a lot of love here and intention. We've got Cupid's love arrow here. This is a lot of passion, someone aiming for love, even though there's been disappointment. Maybe a path opens, someone makes a decision, a change of mind as well, or maybe there was a misunderstanding or a lack of clarity, or someone, on the darker side here, the feminine, again, the disappointment. Could be a third person, let's say, and we've got Taurus here. So I feel that Uranus will bring the surprise, and we've got, we've got Aries and Taurus. Remember, we're having two new moons, which the second new moon at the end of April is a solar eclipse in Taurus. So wow. Taurus is Venus ruled. Aries is Mars. So this could be a lover's quarrel, or the yin and the yang energies working together. But also remember, a solar eclipse is an amplified new moon. So that amplified new moon is going to really square you, and you're going to have tower moments with Uranus transiting through Taurus. And stay with me on the, as I said, on the extended, I'll be talking about that, in which area of life that's going to, affect you. Now, remember, Taurus is all about money, right? It's the money house as well. So this can relate to fluctuations and love and money, or prosperity coming in together. But I feel as though there's going to be the disappointment, which will then sort of turn out well. So it will be different for each of you. And we've got Earth and Scorpio. So this would be Taurus, Scorpio once again. Wow, it's incredible how the cards speak. It really is incredible. So, my dear Leo, that's what I have for you. We do have the King of Cups here. We've got the Prince of Cups. Tristan is on the card here. And Tristan is like, for me, he's very similar to a synchronicity, or It's like a visit from the archangels, from a particular archangel, maybe your spirit guide, whoever is your spirit guide, showing themselves up for you. So it's like a really positive, divine entrance or sign or resonance, or someone coming in, like a possible, maybe even, I'm going to say, a visit in your dreams from an archangel sort of guiding you. But I feel that it does speak a lot to the abundance. I've had a very interesting experience with a Tristan person who seemed really, really important. It was like a visit from an archangel, from a spirit guide. So I feel that that's the message that you need to look out for. So it can, and I've got my moon in Leo. So this could be very important for you. It could be a very positive message pertaining to love, okay, or the initial stage of love coming in. And we know that the King of Cups is someone that's very mature, right? Someone that's ready to offer their heart on a platter, dear Leo. So I will leave you with that. Thank you so much. Love and light. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. And for those of you that are joining me on the extended, on Patreon or through my website, I will see you there. Love and light, dear Leo. Thank you so much. Ta-da.